I stayed at the Grand Hôtel de Paris recently, and I'm going to give my honest thoughts about it. For the best price for this hotel, check out the links in the description. Arrival and check-in experience. When we arrived at the Grand Hôtel de Paris, the location couldn't have been more convenient, just steps from Gare de l'Est. The 24-hour front desk was a lifesaver, especially since we got there a bit earlier than check-in time. The staff was pretty chill and let us store our bags while we grabbed a bite nearby. The check-in process was straightforward, and even though the building was a bit dated, the warm reception made up for it. Room, bathroom, and amenities. The room was a bit of a mixed bag for me. While it was spacious enough to move around, the decor felt quite dated and could use a refresh. The bathroom was functional but had its issues, like a shower door that didn't quite close properly, which was a bit awkward. Overall, the amenities were basic, and I missed having a kettle in the room for a quick cup of tea after a long day of exploring. Location and surroundings. The location of the Grand Hôtel de Paris is pretty awesome. It's just a short walk from Gare de l'Est, making it super easy to hop on trains or the metro to explore the city. Plus, there are tons of cafes and restaurants nearby, so grabbing a bite or a coffee is a breeze. I love being able to stroll around and check out the local vibe, and with places like the Louvre in Latin Quarter just a metro ride away, it was the perfect base for my Paris adventure. Food, drinks, and dining options. When it comes to food, I had a pretty decent experience with breakfast at the Grand Hôtel de Paris. Every morning, they serve a buffet that runs from 7 a.m. to 10 a.m., which is super convenient if you're looking to fuel up before a day of exploring Paris. The spread includes classic French pastries like croissants and baguettes, along with some boiled eggs, yogurt, and meats. It's nothing overly fancy, but it definitely hit the spot and was a great way to start the day without breaking the bank. Plus, it's nice to enjoy breakfast in a cozy little room before heading out to tackle the city. What's it like to stay here? Staying here is like stepping into a classic Parisian experience right in the heart of the city. The location is super convenient, just a hop away from Gare de l'Est, which made getting around a breeze. I loved how each room had its own unique decor, giving it that charming old-world vibe. Sure, the building shows its age with some creaky floors and a tiny elevator, but that just adds to the character, right? The breakfast was a pleasant surprise, simple but tasty, with fresh pastries that fueled my mornings. I appreciated the friendly staff who were always ready to help, even if the check-in process felt a bit chaotic at times. My room was cozy enough for a short stay, although I did miss having a kettle for my morning tea. Overall, it was a solid base for exploring Paris, especially since I spent most of my time out and about soaking in the sights. Would I stay again? For a budget-friendly spot in such a prime location, absolutely. Let's take a look at the pros and cons. Here's what I liked about the hotel. Great location. Being so close to Gare de l'Est made it super easy to get around Paris and catch trains to other places. I loved how central it was. Decent breakfast. The breakfast was a nice surprise. It was affordable, and I enjoyed the pastries and coffee every morning before heading out to explore. Helpful staff. The reception staff were friendly and accommodating. They even let me check in early and stored my luggage when I arrived before my room was ready. Spacious rooms. I found my room to be quite spacious, which is a plus in a city where hotel rooms can be tiny. It made my stay more comfortable. Here's what I disliked about the hotel. No air conditioning. It got pretty hot during my stay, and without AC, it was a bit uncomfortable at times, especially when I wanted to sleep. My overall rating for this hotel would be 7.1. So, would I stay here again? Honestly, I think I might, but only for a short trip. The location is super convenient right by Gare de l'Est, which made getting around Paris a breeze. However, the hotel definitely has its quirks, like the tiny elevator and some outdated features. If I'm just looking for a place to crash after exploring the city, this spot does the job, but I wouldn't want to settle in for too long. Thanks for watching. I added links from all hotel booking providers in the description, so you can find the best price for this hotel. Make sure you check out the description below.